Hi guys, Neil at Italia Autos here. Welcome back to another episode on my channel. So I'm on my way to pick up this Brera that I featured last year on my channel, probably some of the earliest videos I did. It was the Brera Buyer's Guide and the accident repair on the red Brera that I did. Both very popular videos on my channel. The person who bought it off me I know, and he's thoroughly enjoyed the car for the past sort of 12 months. But unfortunately somebody driven into the back of him, written it off. The insurance company's paid out off it. The customer's bought it back, and now I've bought it off the customer. So we're going to go and have a look at it, see what's happened to it, and whether it's repairable or it's going to be a parts car. Story of the accident is Mitsubishi L200. The owner fell asleep at the wheel and driven straight into the back of the Brera at about 30 miles an hour. So I do imagine this one's going to be in quite a state. I have got a few pictures of it which I'll insert now. Let's see whether it's any good to repair. Just loaded it onto the trailer. Let's have a little look at it now. It's in quite a bad way. Both rear lights are shattered. One of the exhausts is missing. Tailgate's damaged. Rear bumper, obviously. Let's have a look under the floor. It is a bit crumpled, so the exhaust broke in two spots there in the Y piece. Got some damage to the heat shield up there. Boot floor has been ripped open, so that's been pushed back quite a bit. As you can see there, crumpled all the rear impact zones and boot floor. And on the inside we've got all the crap in there. Yeah, the spare wheel makes it look a lot better than it is. The spare wheel has taken the impact, so it's not pushed as much as the of the boot in as you would think it has. So let's get it back to the unit and we shall have a better look at it. Right, I've now got the wonderful Brera back to the unit. Let's have a quick look over it and let's see what the damage is. First thoughts are, oh, it's not too bad, you know, two lights, a bumper and a tailgate. Oh, you'll be ready to go without any problems. Oh, an exhaust at the bottom as well. And then you'll probably want some parking sensors and then maybe the loom to go with it as well. They have marked the bodywork here. So the assessor would have assumed that the rear quarter is moved. Has he marked the other side? He hasn't. The tailgate is shut at the minute. We've got all the bump inside. So let me just clear all the rubbish out. And then we'll see if we can get this boot open to see what the boot floor damage is. Well, the exhaust has had a right good kink. If you check the back there, if you can see it on camera, see how kink that is. It's also split it there. Tailpipes are okay. Not bothered taking the rear bumper off because I know underneath all of that it's going to be cream and crackered. We can just lift it up a show. I don't know, I'll have to pull this bit off anyway. Clean the boot out as best I can. The spare wheel is stuck in the wheel well because it's been crushed up, so it does look as though the spare wheel has actually saved the back end of this car. So let's show you everything. The crash bar's bent upwards. The mounts for the crash bar have moved with it, so it's pushed it right the way back in. The spare wheel is stuck in there. So that's not moving at all. All the floor pan for the boot area is all crumpled and twisted. I would assume it's going to have done a little bit more damage further on as well, but I've not looked any more into that. You've got holes in the floor where it's broke the welds. It's all crumpled all behind here. So I won't say my verdict now, but let me know in the comments below on what you think should happen to this car, bearing in mind it has already had a front end repair. It was only a light front end repair, but would you want to buy a car which has had an accident at the front and at the rear this bad, and would you think I'd be able to make a profit on it? Right, the underside, the boot floor is well and truly pushed in. The exhaust broken on the Y piece. The rear suspension appears to be okay. Without taking it for an alignment, it's hard to tell. Nothing seems bent. If anything, it's going to have damaged the centre of the subframe. It's probably going to have bent it up there, if anywhere, because nothing else seems to have had any impact. I'm looking for like scrape marks, scuff marks and anything. And it seems like the car did its job by the main impact zone of the boot floor. But yeah, everything under here looks okay. There's no fuel leaking. Fuel tank straps look okay. DPF's still there. There's no major scraping marks on the underside of the body, so it's not gone up in the air and dropped back or anything like that. So yeah, there we go. What do you guys think? Do you think it should be repaired? Do you think it could make profit? In all honesty, no, there's no profit to be made in this car as a repaired car. Unfortunately, it's too far gone. With the accident damage at the front being repaired already, and now even worse damage at the rear, I wouldn't want to repair this car and sell it on to somebody else, because you don't know what other structural damage it has done underneath, behind the floor panels and things like that. So I'm not even going to bother looking any further into it to repair it, because it is just too far gone. But on the plus side, if you remember seeing in my other videos, there's a blue spider floating around. The customer is going to be buying that off me. We are going to be transferring the brakes and the wheels over, so that will be a plus point for him. He's still going to be in an Alfa. So yeah, this car is going to get broken, so if any of you guys need any bits, please try and not bombard the comments with requests for parts, because comments can get missed. Send me an email to italiaautoparts@sky.com. There will be a link in the description below, and I will gladly sell you some prices. The brakes and the wheels won't be for sale, but the tan electric heated seats will be for sale. It's got a Bose stereo in it. It is pretty much fully loaded. So we'll see if we can make a little bit of money on parts on this one. I will give you a little tour around the inside so you can see what spec it is. Everything in the boot is basically a write-off, I'd say. Some of the trim panels at the top here will be okay. The boot seal's no good. The Bose trim should be okay if anybody needs the subwoofer or the trim itself. Both the headlights are beyond repair. They do actually still work, so if anybody needs them to mod their headlights for any halos or anything like that, there are some spare parts available there. Front doors are perfectly fine, wing mirrors are perfectly fine. So the brakes and wheels are being transferred over, so they're not going to be available. Headlights are fine, front bumper's fine. Yes, as plenty of people commented in the other videos, it is a 159 front bumper. So if you do need a front bumper for your 159, this will be ideal for you. The engine itself is absolutely perfect. It runs like a dream. When I originally had it, I did the cam belt, water pump, deleted the swirl flaps, put a refurbished turbo on it. So the engine is absolutely sweet. It is the 210 brake one as well, and it runs sweet as a nut. So if anybody does want that, send me an email. Again, the gearboxes will come with the engine, so if you want a full package, let me know. Onto the interior now. It has got the tan full heated and electric seats. They are in very good condition. The door cards are all there and present, as well as the Bose speaker covers. It does have a fully working window switch, because I know every man and his dog is after one of these. The seat bolster itself is perfectly fine. Yes, there's a couple of little marks on there, but nothing major at all. Rear seats, do fold forwards, but it's a bit tough at the minute with one hand. There we go. Yeah, rear seats are in perfectly fine condition. All the electrics on the seat work perfectly fine. The dashboard trim has been wrapped. The centre dashboard trim has been wrapped, so we are going to be transferring that over to his car. So that does mean that the standard Brera trim at the Spider will be for sale as well. Onto the passenger side. Yeah, a few bits of glass and that on the back seat, but they are generally in very good condition. Same with the passenger seat, all working and heated. And we've got the Bose door card there as well, but it looks like that one has had a little bit of damage on the sticker, but that can get stuck back on. So there we go. Unfortunately, this Alpha is going to be heading to the big Alpha scrapyard in the Sky. If you do need any parts, just let me know in the email below. Thanks for watching. Again, if you want to support my Patreon page, please head over there and sign up to that. You will get advanced previews of all my videos. This one should be on there at least probably a week, 2 weeks before it actually goes live, so you can be ahead of the game with anything I get in. And again, you can support me by booking your car in for service or repair work. If you want to do that, again, either just give me a call, the number will be below, or send me an email. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.